So, no explanations needed. If there are timestamps, I will put them in the video below, but otherwise, well, hey. Lose 2 lifeguards on a mistake, activate a lifeguard to only lose it regardless of correctness. Well, lose if you make mistakes without enough lifeguards. And if you don't know, you know, you'll learn in a hot moment. I think by now you will see what this game is about if no one else is playing it anyway. So, as for this channel, if you're new to this channel, get ready for the RNG we're gonna run into. So, hey, we get 15 minutes per character, so let's find out. Which will be very interesting, but, I mean, at the moment, this game is currently about $3 USD on a sale, of course, so it fluctuates, because I think it's 40% off, I don't remember, but anywho. Let's find out. Hey, Hangman. And if you haven't already seen the thing, oh goodness. Let's see here. I hope that everything is in the is worded as expected. It would be really funny if there were a oh goodness, if there was a typo error somewhere. So yeah, you're just gonna get the raw me. Let's open. And I have 15 minutes to help. Really should have put in a vowel first, but also should have looked at the word first. Oh, goodness. Apple pie. So off we go. And let's try to keep things healthy. Although, if you've seen the... Well, no, I'm not going to say anything else than that. So, do math. Hey, I do math. Let's be perfectly fine about this. 2, -2. What is the most favorite toy? I don't know. Soccer ball. Oh, goodness. I don't know, I guess. Password. How many you got right after each wrong answer? Repeat the sequence. Rock, paper, scissors. Hey, my memory is not great, so password time. I think there's actually a way to figure this out. 2 right? Is that what it says? String match with misplaced symbol, 2 correct symbols. Have 0 matches? Oh, 0 matches. So it's one of these 3. If I switch these around, we can find out. I probably should have just been a lot better about it, but hey. 2 matched, but misplaced. Wait. Oh, I was correct. Hey, RNG. Wait. Mistakes are made, please. Oh, backwards. I'm going crazy. Wait, so it tell me that we can get repeating symbols. So hey. Nope. That was not right. So it was diamond last. Clover second. Question mark? Clover second? Well, we're gonna find out. So, clover, diamond. Really? No! I can't. My memory. Well, off we go. We'll try again. I do not understand the abilities at the moment, but I am just kind of just running forward. So, off we go. Oh, goodness. Do we get a thing? Flip the bad card. Well, let's find out. I really shouldn't have really shouldn't be testing my luck like this, but hey. Immediately. Oh, goodness, help. Numbers show how many... oh, that's right. 6 mistakes overall. Okay. Well, hey. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. I might be misunderstanding something. It's less than... 1 is certainly less than whatever that multiplication is there. And we'll keep moving on. Yeah, I'm kind of timing myself at the moment as well. High, low, match, memorize, and get. Hangman, hey, I do that all the time. I really should have picked something else, though. Fruit, 4 letters and a thing. 4 letters and then into 5 letters. 2 words. And I immediately got a vowel wrong. I'm tilting my head in real life. I'm gonna guess again? G. I have no idea what this is at the moment. I still don't know what it is at the moment. Something berry. Gothberry? No. I'm gonna put it in the B though, just to be sure. Then the Y. I am going crazy. C.J. Gooseberry. Godberry. Godberry? Nope. C. Nope. Oh boy, I'm going absolutely crazy. I? Oh, I don't know what this is. J, sorry? I have no idea. I've never heard of that name before. Gosh, me. Why do I do this? I've done some Minesweeper. Of the three here, Minesweeper, question mark. So, I forgot. I think you started an Edge. Oh, immediately. Only on this channel. Well, guess we go in the middle here then. I think it records, so there's only one here. So we can open all of these freely. 2, 1, and I think this means the mine has... No, wait, it can be one of these two. And if this is 2, though, that means this is guaranteed a mine. Can we mark, by the way? No. So, 15 minutes. I am kind of rushing. Maybe there's not really a reason to rush. And if that's the case, these two have to be mines, right? I believe. Nope, I'm going crazy. Never mind. Actually, it could have been any one of these two on the left as well. But yeah, this is definitely a mine. This is one, so 33%? Do I want to gamble on that? There's not really a reason to gamble on that when I have more mines to open. This, on the other hand... 1, 2, 3, 4. This could be one here. Or one mine over here. But if that's the case, that means this one has to be open. Should I skip over instead? Yeah, because that means these two have to be safe. Question mark? That didn't help much, but it's still safe. Still safe. Okay, so their mine is shared between these two. This one has to be safe then? Question mark? Yeah. No. Let's find out. Okay, it is. So mine 2, that means this one has to be the mine. We can open this one on top. We can still open, and hey, mines. Oh my goodness, here's the 50-50 by the way. No, 50-50? No, I'm going crazy. Anyway, off we go. 12 minutes left. We're doing well so far. I say, as I'm missing more than half of my HP. Memorize, password, high-low. Oh, and every time we miss a password, we lose our lives. Well, we don't have many mistakes left. We have to high-low. Decks have 2 suits from ace to 5. Low, then? Question mark. Oh, nice 58 our HP. Activate lifeguard for the next step to be protected from punishment. Alright. Nope. Now it has to be low. 50-50. Hey, hi. I wonder what happens if we draw the same. I don't think you can draw the same number, question mark. Low? I'm gonna play... Oh my goodness, never mind. I'm going crazy. Ace to 5. I don't understand what that means then. Well, still going low. High? Oh my goodness. Help! 20%. What do you mean? Make the pain go away. I was gonna say nom nom, but then there's a hand coming out, so never mind. Fine, we'll play someone else. So, mistakes trigger a Russian roulette spin. 1 in 6 chance you'll die. Oh my goodness. Well, activating the life. Oh yeah, lose 2 on mistakes. Activate to only lose it regardless of correct. Okay, I understand now. I think I understand. Let's play the same character just to find out. Because yeah, you activate it if you think you're gonna make a mistake. So that drastically reduces the RNG that you're dealing with HP wise. But yeah, that's interesting. So as someone who loves RNG, let me tell you, that's actually quite powerful. 9 times negative 36 is definitely less than 80, or just a negative in general. This guess. Oh, goodness. I'm sure there's a hint somewhere, but hey. Also, I am noticing the petals on our kidnapper's head. High-low, hangman, shuffle. So, among these, I'm gonna gamble on the vowel cheese. So C-H-S. Oh boy, what could that middle word be? I'm gonna gamble again and say A. And cheese. Macaroni and cheese? Macaroni and cheese. And A-N-D. I can't spell. Hey! Perfect! For now? Do we want to be perfect? Well, hey. Match, password, shuffle. So, we're gonna take password, but we're gonna activate our lifeguards correctly, question mark. Also, a total of mistakes, removing all the petals, I assume is bad. So, we have to here, because we are definitely going to get something wrong. So, 3 matched, but all misplaced. So, what are the... yeah, very low odds of us getting them right. So, we are just going to actually shift everything to the right. So, heart, diamond, activate lifeguard, club. Okay, never mind. But I think the odds were, I think, 50, if not 33%. Anywho, Simon, high-low, skill, question mark? Let's find out what this is like. Yellow, green. Yellow, green, blue. Yellow, green, blue, green. And off we go. Alright. Wasn't so bad. I'm sure it might be trickier later on. Oh, wait, no. Petals is the number of games we need to pass. Really? Is that how it is? Well, hey. Minesweeper. We're gonna gamble again. So... 1-1. I think this means that this has to be... The mine has to be... So if there's an ace... Or 1-1-2... going from bottom up vertically, then the mine has to be in the middle, if I recall correctly. Because the worst that could happen is that the 2 mines at the 2 have to be at the bottommost of the 3 in front of it. So we're gonna flip the one at the bottom. I'm right, and so we can clear open everything else. Oh, there are 4 mines around this. That does mean, I think, is it guaranteed? That means the mine at top next to this one here has to be. I think, never mind, I'm going crazy. Well, there goes my HP. So that's a yeah, split into 2. So mine, open mine, or mine 3 mine. And these 3 have to be mines here. So 1, 2, 4. Oh, I have to guess. No, wait, I don't. I know that the one. So again, this is not going to help for anyone just listening. So I know that this one is not a mine. That being said, mine. Is there 6? Always going to be 6 mines? Well, I guess we're going to find out. But since we know that this 3 over here is a mine, that means we can open it. Nope, we cannot. I'm going crazy. Really? Oh, because this is a mine here, so there's a 50-50. I made a mistake. Well, there's a 50-50 here anyway. Do I believe in myself? Let's try and believe in myself. Okay, good. Now we have 3 mines, 2, so that means I can open this. Real 50-50. Wait, is it a 50-50? I'm gonna open this card down here. I'm sure I could logic this out, but I'm running out of time. Well, there are 4 games after this, and I say I'm running out of time. 4, 3, so yeah, I can spare 3 minutes in between. Back to the mines. 4, 3, so yeah, this is guaranteed to be mine, so I can open these 3, right? Yeah. Hey! Logic wins out. Just goes to show how bad I am in RNG. I've gotten a 50-50. Have I gotten more? Anywho. Match. If we have lifeguards working the way they do, let's use them. So, okay, yeah, petals mean the number of games remaining, so let's lifeguard here. Because I'm confident I will not get it correctly. So, gem book, lifeguard again, just get more information. Gem book, star cloud, book, guess. Okay, so, yeah, I understand. A lot better than I thought. Oh, do I want to gamble here? No, because I don't know where those are. Never mind. Star and into cloud. I'm just going to call that a cloud. There's also only so much... Well, no, I'm not going to say what I was going to say. Bad card, shuffle, high-low... Is this a real shuffle or is this RNG shuffle? Let's find out. Believe. Also, just goes to show from a development standpoint how... Wait, do we avoid? I think we're trying to find, right? Yeah. And then moving on. Hold on, let me focus for a moment just in case. Middle. Okay, so there are more than a few shuffles, and I'm sure it gets faster, but hey. Oh, but yeah, from a development standpoint, just goes to show how a game that works around pretty much mini games, or especially card mini games, providing for more than half. Oh, okay, I was bamboozled. I'm like, did it actually change? And yeah, just goes to show how a game with just mini games, well, I say just mini games, when you throw in some mechanics, can be pretty good. Lifeguards for time. No. Shouldn't need that. Rock, paper, scissors. Bad card. All RNG in the end, I think. So, 20%. There's only one, right? No way it's the right one. Oh, wait. 20. Wait. How many times do we have to guess? Well, we're gonna hope. Okay, I'm gonna put a lifeguard now. Hey, I guessed right. Is this a guaranteed punishment, by the way? Okay, good. And then one more. Although I really should have played the other characters to get more information. It's fine. Rock, paper, scissors. So if you're telling the truth... Paper, that means, do I want to gamble here? Do I want to gamble? I think if I spend a lifeguard, I'm guaranteed to survive, right? So I can throw scissors. And we draw. What happens? Oh, we have to win. Next hand will lose my hand. The next hand will lose to your hand of the next round. So, I'm trying to make sure that the sentence is right. Basically, you're throwing the loser of the previous hand symbol you threw. So... Or no, sorry. What you're going to use will lose to scissors. So, you're gonna throw rock, I throw paper, right? Question mark? No, I'm going crazy. Rock does not lose to scissors. Well, that's the one for today. That's the clip for today. My next hand will be the same as the last hand, round hand. So, yeah, Phil's paper. Let's throw scissors this time. Moving on. Oh, I have to win more than a few times. Wait, is there any? Okay, never mind. Next hand will lose to your hand in the hand that you threw in the last round. Will lose to the hand in the last round. So this time it is rock. If nothing else, I mean, just make it easier on myself. Basically, it wasn't what I thought it was the second round. Lose the hand in the first round. So I did scissors first. Good thing you didn't ask second. What my second hand was. Next hand will lose to my hand in the first round. So what will lose to scissors? Rock. No. Paper. I keep making that mistake. So if you're going to throw paper, I throw scissors. Brain power. I'm like tapping my head in real life. Brain power. Win to my hand. Yeah, what you're going to throw next would have won to what I threw in the second, which was paper, I believe, because I thought it was going to be rock. So... Oh no, I threw paper in my second round. So you're going to throw scissors, I throw rock. And at this point, my memory is gonna fail me. So hopefully I won enough times. No. Next hand will draw in the last round. So you threw paper, you threw scissors, I throw rock again. Next hand will draw into the hand in the second round. So I did paper, we throw scissors. Next hand will win to your hand in the first round. At this point, I've already kind of... No, I said scissors, right? So you're gonna throw rock, because that would win scissors, so that we go paper. I'm using the I'm using the syntax of the whole game here. So, off we go. Out we go! Question mark? Out we go? Well, hey. Also, if you didn't already notice the aesthetic of the game, hey, computers. Very old computers. Let me see here, though. Because I think I have to survive in a row if I wanted to do a thing. Question mark? Oh, never mind. Well, hey. Off we go. Hey, update on the case. Pain, though, by the way. Oh, goodness. Oh, and this is for one run. Believe! Yeah, no kidding. So, we're going to try and save them all. The question is, how long it'll take? The authorities are still continuing to investigate the supernatural phenomenon, question mark? But off we go. So, without further ado... Same, but activating a lifeguard before making a mistake to trade 15 sec... but activating a lifeguard before making a mistake trades 15 seconds for one lifeguard. Activate before making correct answer and we lose 2. So basically, don't use a lifeguard if you're about to make a mistake. Yeah, let's go on. Increasing difficulty, question mark? So off we go. Math, Minesweeper, Shuffle. Oh, goodness. In this case, I should be able to be a relatively better, but hey, let's find out. True. No, question mark? Say no? Nope, I'm going crazy. Well, hey. Was that no? I'm going crazy. Anywho. Watch that actually have to be wrong no matter what, but anywho. Shuffle, Minesweeper, password. We don't have any lives remaining. Do I go skill here? No, shuffle. That is skill, question mark? Unless it's really fast? Believe. Yeah, I mean, just from a design standpoint, if I'm thinking in my head right now, you would, unless there's some twist in the mix or human error, yeah, you shouldn't really get shuffle wrong, I'm guessing. So hey. But anywho, Hangman, high-low, rock, paper, scissors. Hangman? No way I get a letter wrong immediately, right? Let me just try and guess. Pineapple? No. Persimmon? Nope. Okay, I don't know what this is. I still don't know what it is. Do I gamble on 2 lives, or do I just keep going? Gonna just guess. Nope. That was immediately wrong. There's no way. I'm throwing guesses to the wind. Oh, wow, really? At this point, one might be able to find out what this word is, but I don't. So, I'm gonna guess again, but without using a lifeguard. Alright, at this point, I really should know what this fruit is. But I'm kind of going through it in my head. I'm gonna hope there's another vowel in here. Cantarella? No, I'm going crazy. I don't know what this is. Play along at home if you know what it is. Watermelon. I'm going crazy. Anywho, I lost a lot of HP there. I'm gonna call it HP. I mean, I call it lifeguard if I'm gonna use them as a thing. Simon, please. So there are some RNG mini games to choose from, which means when we're gonna be gambling on Russian roulette, boy oh boy. Basically, it's a 50-50. 50-50 character incoming afterward, so hey. That being said, Minesweeper matches bad card. Is this 50-50? So you have to win an 80% into a 75%. Yeah, that's pretty much 50-50. 3, 4... No, am I going crazy? Let me just calculate that. I have time to calculate. Unless we get punished for not choosing. In that case, you know what? 50-50. So let me just think about that while we're sitting here. So, never mind. It's the odds are worse. And the reason they're worse is because there's less to choose from. And if I have to choose 2, I think they're worse, right? Because it's 75% into a 66%. So actually worse than 50-50. So, yeah, I mean, hey, immediate death. No, immediate death? Okay, no, we have to lose HP. Rock, paper, scissors, high-low, password. Guess we do password here. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get this wrong. So, do I want to go the safe? I think the safe route is just to literally input the same symbol on the first turn. So I'm gonna do the best of two worlds. It's not the best, but so one matched, but no correct symbols. So it's either heart or a clover. If that's the case, let's put in 2 spades and a diamond, just to kind of see. Well, lifeguard here as well. That didn't help. Do we lose equal to a thing? Well, we're gonna find out. So I have no idea. At this point, we're gonna be mixing here. And it could yeah, this could be any number of passwords, so heart, diamond, spade, I'm just gonna guess. I'm sure there's a way to cross-reference and make things easier on myself, but I'm just gonna go total crazy. Okay, well at this point, I should have actually changed the order of some of these. So the heart is in the left side, so it's heart something. So 2 are correct in the right place. That's how I'm reading that sentence. So it's heart something. I'm gonna call it clover. Clover? Club? Clover. So heart something clover, and there are 2. No, it could have been the diamond. Yeah, it could have been the diamond. Heart, diamond, club? Question? No, because I did. Heart, diamond. I'm gonna say it's heart, diamond, club. Heart, diamond. Sorry. Club is the clover. I call it clovers for some reason. Anywho. Club. No. Spade. I'm going crazy. No. Did I get this wrong? Delete. I did get it wrong. No, I didn't. Heart. No. So the only one right here was the. No, I'm going crazy. I'm going absolutely crazy. Heart is on the right side. Why do I do this to myself? So there's 1 match, but 2 misplaced. Here is 2 match, 2 displaced. And then when I did heart, diamond... What do I keep calling this? Spade? Yeah, when I did heart, diamond, spade, this was 2 right. So it has to be, yeah, heart, something, spade. So let's put in the heart. There are no clubs in this password. So there's a spade. So spade? Question mark? Heart, spade? 1 match but misplaced. I'm tilting my head because that means... No, the heart... None of these were... none of the ones on the left side were a heart. So the heart is the last one. Am I going crazy? I'm going crazy. It's because I used the club here. Now I'm not sure. Well, I'm running out of time, so... 2 matched but misplaced out of 2 hearts and a diamond. 1 matched but misplaced out of... Oh, sorry, out of 2 spades and a diamond. 1 match out of a heart and a club. I'm going to spend about 30 more seconds thinking. I'm going absolutely insane. But then this was 2 correct symbols immediately. So of the 2 here... Do I guess and say that one of these must be a spade? If we go under the assumption that one of these is a spade, that means the diamond must have been in the correct position on our 3rd attempt. Which means the heart is not correct. I'm gonna call that my guess. So we're gonna go club... Diamond, spade. Hey! Logic wins out. What is... Well, it's RNG. But skill. What is skill? Logic. Rock, paper, scissors, high, low. I'm going crazy. Lifeguards for time, no. Card is high, low. Logic, please. Although the... Oh, okay, well. Next time will not be rock, then we have to tie here. Because it's either going to be paper or scissors, and the only one that loses is paper here. If he throws scissors. Correct? Yes. So, I mean, I could just be writing this down, but you just have to take me at my word when I say I'm not, when I'm not writing anything down. So, lose to your hand in the last round. So, you're gonna do rock. If you do rock, I throw paper. Also, my mind is already going. So, paper, scissors, rock, paper. I think that's why I'm gonna try to remember it. Same as your last round hand. So, I throw paper again. Because you're going to do rock. Next hand will lose to your hand in the last round. So, what loses to rock? Scissors. So, what do I throw? Rock. So, keeping note that the second and third round were the exact same. So, what did you do in your second round? You did... next hand will lose to your hand. Next hand will lose to rock. So if you're gonna do scissors, I throw rock again. So rounds 3 and 4 were the same. Rounds 4 and 5 were the same. Rounds 2 and 3 were the same. And round 1 was paper, I believe. So next hand will be the same as your first round hand. So you threw paper in your first round. I'm throwing scissors. I'm tapping my brain in real life again, in a kind of emote, but... Oh, had a cough. Draw to your hand in the last round. Which will be paper, right? So I just throw scissors again? Well. You didn't make that hard for me this time. Hey! Success! And then off we go. So. High-low matches Minesweeper. Minesweeper. I wish I could review what our power was. Also, there are a lot more mines, but we're still going to guess. Okay, well, mine, 2. But no, corner means that there's a mine, so these two on the bottom are safe, or should be safe. At this point, though, no, because this has to be a mine here, so these aces or /1s have to be opened. These 3 are going to be mines guaranteed. These 3 are also going to be mines guaranteed, so we open this last. Never mind, I'm going crazy. Wait, if these 3 are mines... 1, 2... Oh, no, it's not guaranteed. Well, now that there's 2 here... No, is it a 50-50? Are we in a 50-50 situation? I have 5 minutes left, but we have 2 mini-games left between. So, let's do some logic here. 3... So one of these has to be... One of these 3... Basically, one of these 3 on the vertical has to be a mine. There's a 2 here, and there's a 1. Never mind, we open this one. 2. So that means these 2 have to be a mine. That means this one has to be open. Basically, there was a time in my life, a short period, in which I went over Minesweeper strategies. So, hey. Matches. But then, Minesweeper is definitely a game of logic after you get rid of some RNG. High-low matches. Yeah, matches. We're going to have to use some lifeguards here, because there's no way I'm getting matches immediately. And if I do, that would be interesting. Also, thankfully, we can use a lifeguard in the middle of a draw. So, star, I don't even remember. I think those are clouds, so... I'm going absolutely crazy. This is a star, I know for that for sure. Well, I don't remember where my clouds were. So we're just going to guess for the moment. We'll just treat this as a regular until we open enough cards. Oh yeah, there are definitely more symbols, so... Clover thing. That was not the cloud. I think that was a gem. That was. I'm just basically working off my own memory at this point. Okay, so we do have that. Hourglass. This was cloud, I believe. Clover was over here on the right? Nope. Mistakes are made. Okay, at this point I should know all of them, all the locations. Never mind. There were still some that I didn't know for some reason. Well, hey. 3 minutes. Okay, you do just need to survive. Although I'm sure taking too much damage at a certain point wouldn't be great either. But hey! I'm not going to say... I was thinking of something, and I'm not going to say what I was going to say. But anyway, from a design's perspective, hey, this is pretty cool. This is pretty good. That being said, pretty cool game. But the game's not over yet still. So, we're going to be gambling on RNG at a certain point. I wonder if... Let's find out what this ending shows for us, because I'm interested to see what it says. If it says a certain thing, boy oh boy, am I going to be a little sad for myself. So. Oh, we skipped through this. Ow, 7.5. Okay, yeah. Everyone you save in a run works out just fine. So, hey. We just need to pass with the other 2 characters. So off we go. Please, let me go. I want to get back in the game. That's a phrase. But off we go. Also, credits. That credits list is pretty interesting to look at. But anywho, moving on. Let's find out. So now we have the 4th character. Mistakes cost time instead. Do we want to just get Russian roulette out of the way? Fine, let's get it out of the way. So, let's find out. Was it each mistake? Oh yeah, so we can either game over to Russian roulette or game over by losing all of our HP. That makes sense. Simon, so yeah, we're definitely gonna try to. Also, oh, I was not looking. Okay, yeah, yellow, green. Okay, never mind. So when I make a mistake, it's only Russian roulette. But if I use a lifeguard, does that count? I guess we're gonna find out. Yeah, I guess we're gonna find out, because I would rather not play Russian roulette. Because, boy, oh boy, would it be not great to immediately get 1 out of 6 here. I guess it would be fun for content's sake, but hey. Hangman is the less RNG out of these, I would assume. Sunny? I'm just going to say Sunny. I'm going to put in the S. Okay, yeah. If there's an S there, I'm going to say Sunny. Thank you. Off we go. Now, notice that the BGM, so I am keeping my ear out there, and the BGMs are, the BGM, from time to time, the ambient noise is also interesting to listen to. They're very, I would say, popular jingles. Anyway, password, math, rock, paper, scissors. Well, I get the password in 7. I should be able to. Otherwise, math. So, if the last question is forced to fail, 45, then we should be using a lifeguard if we get a weird question. But anywho, let's continue moving on. Right card, Minesweeper, password. Minesweeper. Now, we could Russian roulette here. That would be really bad. At this point, though, so possible mine, possible mine. This must be a mine, then, at the corner here of this 3, so... do I just want to open something else instead? I do, because if there's a mine in one of these 2... No, that's not guaranteed. Do I gamble 50-50 here? So, would a mistake be a lifeguard? Let's find out. Let's see if a lifeguard, but getting it correct, would trigger Russian roulette. No. So that means there must be a mine. We can open the 2 here. Is this guaranteed to be a mine? No. So we're going to 50-50 again. Well, it just turns out I just tossed away my lifeguards. But the good news is we have a lot of mines to open. So these 3 are forced to be mines. These 2 here are mines. So we can open this one up top, I believe. Continue opening everything around. This is 2, so this must not be a mine. Because otherwise, yeah, corner to... If there's a corner here, but then we know these 2 are mines, then this has to not be a mine. At this point, though, I think this is 50-50. I feel like it's not, though. 1-1-2 from bottom up, I thought was always going to be a guaranteed... There's a way to always tell guaranteed. And knowing that, there's also this... We know this one here on top is a mine. Hold on, let me look up. Okay, 5 games left, 13 minutes-ish. So... Yeah, let's find out. No, actually, this is 2. So we know this is a mine. Yeah, we know this is mine. I'm going crazy. So of the 2 here, is this 50-50? I don't feel like this is 50-50. Because this one has to be a mine, right? I'm gonna lifeguard. Yeah, it was. Okay, well, hey. And then, yeah, that means this corner is a mine. We can open this. We can open this as well. That's a mine. So we open everything around. Never mind. Well, time for Russian roulette. Do I get control? No. So, yeah, this is a mine and this is a mine. So this should be clear. Okay, we're not done yet. No, that means this one's clear. I'm going crazy. Wow, I really did that to myself. Would have rather... Wait, so the lifeguards don't get removed? No, they do get removed. When I make a mistake, I lose a lifeguard, quote, slash HP, but I also trigger Russian roulette, which is not great. But, rock, paper, scissors. Yeah, thankfully, okay, I will applaud the developer or anyone in charge of this decision for... I was about to say, I thought I made a mistake for a moment. I will applaud whoever made the decision here to just give you basically a draw, guaranteed at minimum. You could just gamble, but that would be for people that are not me. Because I could, well, yeah, anywho. I would have thrown rock, basically, if I didn't have any information. Otherwise, I just have real-life information for giggles before my timer goes down, because I'm just wasting time by yapping. I do like to throw scissors in real life. In this game of rock, paper, scissors. Not in real life, robots. Don't hurt me. Same as last round hand, so paper. So I think, do draws progress this game? I'm just gonna assume. Okay, well, you threw the same hand 3 times in a row. What do you expect to happen? Lose to your hand in the next round. So, next hand will lose to paper. So you're gonna throw rock, which means I throw paper. I do have to remember how many rounds have passed, but I mean, if you keep saying your last round hand, I'm going to keep throwing paper. That being said, from a developer standpoint, you would be surprised to know how complex the coding for this minigame in general can be, like basically trying to remember hands. But it's actually, it is simplified for anyone who has programmed for a while. Also, second round hand. So you're going to throw scissors. I throw rock, right? Because you threw paper. So you're going to throw scissors, and I think we're on the 6th round. Okay, never mind. We're out. Yeah, so it is simple. So basically, every round you remember, so say the first hand you throw is rock, like just assume that's not like, or, well now we'll go the other way. Actually, hold on, let me just make sure. Matching? 6 lifeguards to match, and I don't want to play Russian roulette. So, well, 8, so we're going to just lifeguard the rest of these. But yeah, so the first round, just say, oh, the game can never throw rock, so you just have it throw paper. Also, I already forgot, so we're just gonna keep guessing here. I think this was that, right? Yeah. I already forgot the symbol, so my mind is going absolutely crazy. But if we draw a different symbol, I'll just do anything I want. Okay, star cake. I'm gonna call it cake. Gem, whatever that was. Oh my goodness, I'm going crazy. I think it was star, right? Okay, it was. I do need to be activating lifeguards here. Nope, I'm going crazy. Don't hurt me. No! 50-50. Okay. The fear of that actually made me forget what I was drawing. I know book is on the top. Okay, we should be out free. Get me out! We have 3 games left and 5 plus HP. Well, hey, xylophone, no. High-low. If you can trade a certain number, but I don't need the time, so... Oh, goodness. Well, time for bad card. I can't just lifeguard this away. I'm gonna gamble still. Okay, now we're gonna lifeguard. I'm gonna lifeguard again, just to guarantee my life. Because at this point, yeah, Russian roulette 50-50s are not in my thing. Okay, so there is some strategy here. I mean, I knew that already, but... Oh, shuffle. Please give me shuffle. Thank you. So, we'll just try to keep our cursor, and if I guess wrong, well, you can always make fun of me for getting shuffle wrong, because you could say, well, Jordan, you should never miss shuffle. Keep in mind this is while I'm yapping here, so yeah. Now this is interesting. So something I'm going to note as a wannabe game developer myself is that it seems I'm going to guess... Okay, I'm gonna guess that the way the developer programmed that game was basically choosing one of the two cards and basically switching them. Now, obviously, you still need to graphically make the cards move so that the player has something in their eyesight, but that's just the simple way of how I guessed. Oh my goodness, password with 5+ lifeguards or high-low. High-low, there's a chance you just get it wrong every time, so we're gonna pick password. A bit more skill involved. I think that maybe there is some logic involved in the other way too, but since we're not going to get the password right in one, we're going to go completely safe here. So there's 1 spade. There is 1 heart. Okay, at this point we're kind of guessing here, but I'm still going to go club, club, club. Okay, no club. So we know that there's a diamond, we know that there's a heart, and we know that there's a spade. So I'm going to lifeguard here and just randomly guess one of the two. Oh, never mind. All right. Well, hey, fun times ahead. Well, I mean, I knew that all. Okay, so the spade is not in the correct position. The heart was not in. Okay, all 3 of these were not in the correct. I thought I got them right for some reason. So, we can literally just shift everything to the right. Yeah, I could do that. So we're gonna lifeguard again, and we're going to just go heart, diamond, spade. I should get it right immediately. Yeah, I was about to say. All right, out we go. And into the last character. So, without further ado, if there's anything else, I'm going to find out. And I'm just going to leave those words vague as I move onward here. So, I mean, you force me into quote-unquote bad endings, which, I mean, I don't really mind. Sure, that's the way it's gonna be, but as we move on here, basically, for anyone who's basically one-shotting this game, you're gonna be playing each character at least once. So, shrug. I think we're getting more information as we save more characters, but let's find out. I also assume that, funny enough, so just as a thinking, when found is the sentence that was said, but afterward, the game makes a decision based on who you saved. So, off we go. And let's hope that this last character here, quote-unquote last character, does not take too long for me. Anywho, because I'm doing a little experiment here on the side, but mistakes cost time, which I guess is fine. But also, lifeguards, so interesting things are going to happen. So so we can die by losing all of our HP, but also time is now a bigger factor. However, so I don't think we ever get the same... Oh, really? We got 3 RNGs immediately? I don't want a password, though. So rock, paper, scissors time. I think rock, paper, scissors is always going to be skill. It's never going to be RNG unless you force RNG. And the reason why I say that, we might as well just go over it here, is because you know it's never going to throw rocks. So if you know the hand in rock, paper, scissors, you should never lose. But you could always draw. So the next hand will be the same. I think it was scissors, right? I feel like it was scissors. So if it's scissors, I throw rock. The problem here is what happens if you forget. And again, you just have to take me at my word when I say that I'm not writing anything down. I think I can still remember to a better extent. Okay, no, okay, so it's the games are less difficult at the beginning, but basically they get harder as we move on. So, password, although password seems to always be the same, but I guess we'll find out. Simon, skill. Yeah, basically, and the other way to say it, I say skill, but really it's human error. So these games should never theoretically... Basically, I'm going to have a fun time watching other people play this game. And that's not to, like, kind of just gas myself up, I promise. It's just, yeah, so just to complete the thought. Games that basically involve human error, you should never lose. Now, math, on the other hand, if we have to use a lifeguard because of things, well, hey, -7, I believe. And also, the other way to say it is that if I ever get one of these games wrong that are human error completely, then you can just make fun of me. That's probably less than 1919 no matter what we say. But let's just math it out. 5 plus 15 is less than nearly 180. 1 And off we go. So, without further ado, match, hangman, password. So at this point, I think we password, right? Because you, in general, only need, at worst, 5 lifeguards? Do I want to gamble on that? Matches is complete RNG. Well, it's not complete. There is basically a number of basically HP that you have to spend. And then Hangman also has, so basically all 3 of these do have some skill, but you are guaranteed to lose a number of lifeguards for matching and password. We're going to take password now, because I'm pretty sure I have more than enough lifeguards to help. Also, probably have more than enough time. Also, this password is interesting, but we're just going to guess completely. We're going to be consistent here as well. So, there's 1 spade. Out of curiosity, I could just end up losing time here, just to see how much, but let's just use all of our lifeguards and find out. Okay, so it's club, spade. So we're going to 50-50 and see what happens. Never mind. We won the 50-50, by the way. So off we go. And high-low Minesweeper matches. I like Minesweeper, so let's go. Now, obviously, I could just absolutely explode here, but let's find out. I guess, so is it 1-2-1 that's guaranteed? I think it's 1-2-1 that's guaranteed. Why do I always forget? Well, I feel like it's 1-1-2 that's, you know there's a guaranteed mine. But I never remember. So, off we go. So, you know what? I'm just going to guess just to see how much time I lose. I feel like... I'm going to guess. How much time do I lose? 1 minute. Okay. 1 minute for time. That being said, so we know that that's not, yeah, we know that there's a mine there, so we can just open up everything else. This is also a mine, this is also a mine, so I don't need to click that anymore. So if that's a mine, then we can open up the other mines around this one. We can definitely open up these. There's a diagonal here, so we still open up the rest of these ones here. And hey, away we go. Also, I would like to never get hurt as this character, but I don't really get that luxury with RNG involved. And I RNG'd myself, so... high-low, RNG, hangman... I guess we hangman here. Unless we get a completely weird word. Okay, well... How many minigames do we have left? 3 after this. I'm gonna lifeguard. Because I never know if I'm going to... do a thing. Yeah. So we're just going to keep... We're going to use up all the vowels and lifeguard. I still don't know what this is. Office worker? No. I feel like it says office. Office? I'm going to guess office. Nope, it's not. But I thankfully guessed correctly. I don't know what this is. What games do I have left? I think I have match left, right? Well, what could this be? Actually, I might as well... No, because time is also... now HP. I should know what this is by now, all things considered. Police? Police? I'm gonna say police is the first word. Okay, it is. L-C. Police chief. Also, I wonder if we're getting any background to the story as we play these minigames. But anywho. Not saying that the kidnapper was a police chief, but hey. High-low, xylophone. No, shuffle. Shuffle. I think shuffle is always gonna be human error as well. So, let me keep my eyes on. I nearly blinked. That would have been bad. I wonder if the speed increases as the game becomes quote-unquote harder. And by that, I mean if this is our last minigame, I wonder if it's the shuffle is basically faster and a lot more confusing. Because there are certain shuffles that I see game developers do where I'm like, are you really just... You might as well just be RNGing us. So, that being said, so there are more guesses, I guess, is the... when this game gets quote-unquote more difficult, there are more shuffles you need to guess. But anywho. I would have been kind of sad if there was an achievement for never having this character get hurt, by the way. At least graphically. High-low matches or bad card. If you want to gamble, I could gamble. We have 2 minigames left, and we have a lot of time. So you know what? We're going to gamble. So, RNG time. So yeah, we're just going to lifeguard the rest of these. Oh, you want me to get... Oh, okay, 50-50 time. Wow! Alright. Really? Wait a second, are we forced to open this? Really? Well, hey. I didn't actually need to trade that. No, we would have lost HP anyway, so we might as well have lifeguarded. So you're trying to pick the bad card. Okay, that makes... I understand now. A bit low, but hey, okay, match. That's the more skillful one of the two. Unless, of course, you draw the low, I guess? Basically, there's things that I could mention. Cloud Tears. Cloud Tears Star. Cloud Tears Star Clover. Cloud Tears Star Clover. Book. Oh my goodness. Cloud Tears Star Clover Book Gem. Cloud Tears Star Clover Book Gem. Oh wow! I drew every single one? This is Cloud, I believe. I did not draw that yet, I believe. So, I think this is Book. Cloud Tears. Something. I think this is Time. Nope. My time! I'm losing my mind. That was Clover. Okay, Clover's here. Oh, wow. Now I'm really under the... So, Tears. I think this was that. It was. And that should be... I should succeed no matter what. Okay, I got that wrong. Buzzer beater, please! Jewel Star, Jewel Star, Jewel Star. Okay. Oh, goodness. Brace for impact. Literally. And out we go. I don't know if you can see the Steam achievements on screen, but yeah, basically, this should be 100% of the game, question mark, and off we go. So, without further ado, believe. So assume, well, I'm not gonna say assume. There's a lot to basically think about for this game story-wise, so I'll just let it live as itself. I could give my own thoughts, but hey, off we go. So, without further ado, off we go. Update on the case of 4 missing children. Authorities have found all 4 missing children in the storage room of their school. Or it could just be absolute madness. The children were brought home and placed under the care of their family. Authorities are continuing to investigate, of course, because you cannot just have things be, you know, completely solved, right? I would actually be interested to see. Note that we didn't get an epilogue here. So that's interesting to note. So without further ado, out of curiosity, I'm going to check something really quickly and move on with our life. So, let's see what happens next. So without further ado, I think I'm just going to call it here, and we will be on our merry little way. So without further ado, we're going to take a look here. Don't think there's really anything else at the moment. So yeah, without further ado, not really much else to say. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, criticisms, well, you know what to do. If you want to support me, that's cool. If you don't want to support me, that's cool too. Otherwise, yeah, I'll leave this on screen because it shows basically the credits for the, you know, the people behind the development of this game. So yeah, without further ado, not really much else to say. If you have anything to say, you know what to do. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!